Care Queen Brenda here. Recently, I created a video on how does a person with dementia end their life. I've realized this video was in part inspired by a profound experience I had years ago, one that has stayed with me. 20 plus years ago, I had a patient named Marjorie. She was 76 years old, which actually is pretty young. She was a nurse and had dementia due to a stroke, and she lived in a memory care unit. Her life wasn't great. The memory care wasn't the highest standard. Her family wasn't really engaged. And there was a doctor in the family who insisted she not receive any comfort meds. He really felt she didn't need them. Like many people with dementia, she had these small moments or windows of clarity. I had spent quite a lot of time with Marjorie, and I sensed she knew and remembered me visit to visit, and I could almost always get her to have a laugh. I often ate lunch with her, and I could see her lack of enthusiasm or any joy in eating. I remember the moment very clearly. She and I were sitting outside in the sun after lunch, and I said, Marjorie, you don't have to eat if you don't want to. That was it. She didn't say anything, nor did I say any more. I came back for a routine visit about 5 days later, and Marjorie was in bed, weak, and appeared to be transitioning toward death. I asked the caregiver, "What's been happening?" And she said, I don't know. She just stopped eating. We try to feed her, and she just won't open her mouth. I remember at that moment feeling in my gut, oh my God, what have I done? Keeping in mind it was 20 plus years ago and I was 20 years less mature. So it was easy to jump to making it all about me. I let the family know that Marjorie was starting her dying process, and we did start some comfort medications. And Marjorie died 9 days later. It took some time, but I came to see the beauty of what took place. Of course, I didn't know what was going on for Marjorie in her head. The only fact I knew was that after the simple statement, Marjorie refused to eat and she died peacefully and comfortably 14 days later. Obviously, it was less about me and more about her wielding what little control she had in her life, which was to simply not open her mouth. I like to believe she felt a sense of empowerment over her own life and death. I still say to my patients, and without dementia, you don't have to eat if you don't want to. And this isn't with any agenda or goal, but is simply stating a fact. And people choose to do what they want. I'm deeply grateful for the life lessons I have gained as a hospice nurse and for Marjorie, whose wisdom and experience taught me something invaluable all those years ago. Her impact continues to shape the way I approach my work and my life. Click the link below and you can get a copy of our booklet, The Hospice Care Plan, which is helping patients and families safely and effectively care for the hospice patient.